Hello everyone, welcome to an art stream. Surprise, surprise. It was meant to happen last night, but I just didn't feel up to it. And after the time of the stream would have normally happened, I was sat there thinking I just got overblown with ideas of things I could do with the art stream. Not really so much overblown, but you know, I had a few ideas. I came to a realization that is going to be probably the constant new thing for art streams from now on. Excuse me, I just realised that my foot has got dry skin on it again, so I'm gonna apply some cream to it. And that piece of dry skin is wholly from my fault, from how I sit on this chair. But yeah. And weirdly enough, after not actually doing the art stream and having this idea for it, or well, more the realization rather than an idea, my brain just said, "Oh yeah, it'd be awesome to do an art stream, wouldn't it? Can't wait to do an art stream." And I was like, "Brain, where was this enthusiasm before I started it? Where was this ability to do an art stream before I was actually going to do an art stream? Before I called it off for feeling like shit." So I thought, next best thing, replace Skyrim with it for today. Because who's interested in seeing me play Skyrim, honestly? It's not the Skyrim that's drawing people in, I know that. I know it's the fact that I'm going through it. Oh, I'm potentially looking forward to what comes after Skyrim. Come. I stayed up way too late last night. I didn't go to bed until at least 6 in the morning, at least. During that time, I was just playing so much Genshin as well, trying to get my brain off of anything that was on. Didn't work. I eventually ended up exhausting myself. I was like, fine, fuck it, I'm exhausted. Time to drive for bed. Seemed to work until I woke up fairly early today. Actually, no, I didn't immediately do a bit more Genshin. My immediate thing was I went and I looked up the anime thing that's Wiggin told me about, and started watching ReZero. Got 4 episodes into it. Well, technically 5. I'm about to start episode 5 of my watching of it. I have to say, so far, it's good. It's very good. Like, as I mentioned in the Discord server, I can see why there's a fair number of people who say it's a male power fantasy. Like, if you take the first 3 episodes on their own, and you only watch those, or even just 1 or 2 of them, if you take that and then stop watching, I can see why some people would twist that into thinking it's a male power fantasy. I can see that from that perspective. It's stupid, in my opinion, still. I don't agree with it, but I can kind of see where they are. So it's no question that they're getting 2 and 2 and coming up with 15. But prior to watching those episodes, I only had they came up with 15, and maybe one of the 2. So I was like, well, what's the other component? What is the component that I'm missing? Because I only had Pokey's descriptions from it, and everything that Pokey described about ReZero was very much a case of, I don't see how that's even remotely related to a male power fantasy. So I just don't. But watching those first 3 episodes, that was the other 2. So I was like, okay, now I see how they come up with 15 from 2 and 2. Yeah, I see where that comes from. I still think that obviously in that situation 15 is the wrong answer, but I can at least see where they're basing it from. Just don't agree with it. Just think it's an absolutely stupid idea of calling that anime a male power fantasy. It's really not. It really is not. But yeah, I am enjoying it, and I will be watching more of it because I can. And I got through 4 episodes of the anime, which is 2.5 hours. Yeah, because the first episode's about an hour, and then they're all about half an hour after that. So yeah, about 2.5 hours, and it didn't crash my PC, didn't make it even struggle. So doing better than Netflix. But yeah, that's what I've been doing up until now. Did a bit of Genshin as well because I had to do my daily commissions before I forgot about them. I went and tried. I did another attempt at trying to get a item to upgrade my weaponry with. So, yeah, just pissing about on it really, and gathering up wishes because now that we know when the banner ends, Tyr has made the very good suggestion that I've agreed to. Is like, whilst my pity level is fairly high at the moment, save it for whatever comes on the next banner and see, because I have not pulled a 5-star yet. I have pulled a 5-star, but I don't think it was on that banner. I think I pulled a 5-star on the standard banner, and it was a weapon. So my pity for the event banner is still intact. So yeah, when the new event drops at the end of the month / June, we'll find I'll be able to start wishing and see what happens. And fingers crossed I'll actually get someone good. Fingers crossed there'll actually be good people on the event banner. Who knows? But anyway, today we're doing an art stream. Doing exactly what I was going to be doing from yesterday. In that I was going to be finishing off my project of the Skoo in the Metal Gear Solid box, and then I was a bit lost on what to do after that. I won't lie. But I was like, well, I could do this. I could do one of my personal projects, but I had to ask permission of the person I'm essentially doing it for, because it's not a commission, but also it's because it's artwork involving their OC. I had to ask their permission. Would you be okay with me working on this on stream? And because if they said no or they weren't comfortable with it, well, they wasn't going to do it because yeah. That's what's going to be going on today. I already have everything set up. All my reference pictures are set up. The art program's set up. I've actually got Spotify set up as well, so hopefully we won't be going through most of the stream with no background music because I forgot again. And there's going to be a surprise slight addition to this. And what that is this new microphone, where it is, the only place that it actually sits and will pick up my voice properly. Well, A, not being massive intrusion, and basically I can't. This is the only place I can have it where it is not an intrusion on the stream itself, but it does mean that it is right directly in front of my tablet, which means that I need to lean forward now to look at my tablet. Excuse me, my tablet screen, like this, which means I'm going to be spending most of the stream talking like this. I don't know the effect that has on a lot of people. So settle in. It's going to be a wild ride. Before that gets started, though, let's catch up on some chat. I don't know why I'm indicating with that hand. I mean, to be fair, on my screen, chat is there. I mean, I know I'm actually pointing to chat right there, but chat is on the left side of my screen, so I'm using my left hand here to point to it, because that is where it is relative to me. Chat is there. Whereas where I'm pointing over here, dispelling the streamer illusion here, what is above here is actually nothing. So there is, that is where chat is. If I go right just there, I'm almost touching part of the microphone stand. Behind that is the PC. There's the wall, obviously, with all my postcards on it, which I still need to put up the Elden Ring ones from, because even though I don't like the game, it's got friggin' gorgeous artwork. But yeah. So yeah. So a lot of the stuff I do, about pointing this way or another, I'm actually pointing to nothing like that. To me, that is pointing in the direction of where the chat box is, but to you, I'm pointing to nothingness. So I need to point like that Be poking at chat. Be poking at chat that way, or can be poking at chat that way. But yeah, so let's catch up on that, and then we'll jump into things. Hello, welcome DJ. Drawing Skyrim? Not unless I was getting paid for it. As the only time I would be drawing anything related to Skyrim was if I was getting paid for it. And even then I wouldn't enjoy doing it, but I'd do it because I've been paid for it. I can already see whenever I do open up commissions, some people are now going to, as a joke, commission me for doing Skyrim stuff. I'm like, fine, I'll draw it. I won't enjoy it, but you know, you're the one paying for it. Pokey, and welcome. Art, yes. N-Warp, and welcome. 2 + 2 = 5 for large values of 2. To be fair, if you're bringing that sort of thing into it, you could also argue that 2 + 2 = 6, because if you get a large enough value of 2, then you can round it up to 3, so you get 3 + 3, which is 6. Or, you know, 2.9 + 2.9 becomes, you know, 5.8, which can be rounded up to 6. Otherwise, you need to finish the anime. Just need to find out what notebook has the anime in, what episode I'm on. Oddly enough, that's what I do. I have a notepad document on my desktop that says, you know, what anime that I need to watch, what anime I am watching, and how far into the anime I'm watching it is. And in all honesty, the list that I had of, you know, things that I need to check out has gone walkabouts. And this one was like, well, I have kept saying that my number one on the list was to watch ReZero on Pokey's recommendations, repeated recommendations, I might add. So I will, yeah, that's what I'm going to be getting through first. So if anyone does remember one of the things that I said that I put on my list of anime, please remind me and I'll add it to it, because otherwise I will just go forgotten unless I get reminded at some other time. Gary, hello and welcome. Malky got Sniper Contracts 1 sale, so you got it. Nice. Hopefully you got the second one. First one's awful. The first Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts is pretty damn bad, because they were trying to find their feet with it, and it didn't work all that well. Yeah. Oh, wonderful. The nearby farms are muck spreading. God, that stinks. Wonderful. Dorian, hello, welcome. Boots, mount, nose, and giggles. I'm awake, hide. It's weird, the number of people who come in and they boot my nose. I don't use the boop emote. I don't think the emotes are actually all that well known. Completely fine. People don't tend to speak with emotes here anyway. They're just there. So if someone wants to use them, go for it, use them, or use them in other streams. Don't mind, that's what they're for. Escape. Oh my god, Mark, you need to do audiobooks. I don't think anyone would pay me enough. Well, not enough. I don't think anyone would pay me to actually narrate audiobooks, because I have a slight speech impediment, which everyone hears whenever I talk for extended periods of time. I flub my words and I trip up, and I have a very slight stutter, which is much, much less reduced than it used to be. Like when I was, oh god, pre-teens, I think. Yeah, I think pre-teens, it was really bad. Like I would stutter mid-word. Like if there was a word with 2 syllables in it, 9 times out of 10 I would stutter between the syllables. It was really awful. So yeah, I don't think I'd be. And also, a lot of people when they do audiobook readings, they do different voices and different intonations for the different characters, and I can't do that. I can't keep that kind of information in my mind. I will do it, briefly, and then I will, go off and forget. The only thing that I will, be able to do is if I'm reading like a solo passage where there is dialogue in from one person, I will be able to switch from narration to that person's voice, because that's just 2 voices I've got to do. That's my normal voice and a character voice. That's easy to keep track of. Anything else? If there's more people in it, no. And even then, if I spend a great deal of time away from that thing that I've been doing, and I forget what voice it was. Like the only voice consistently that I know how to do is Small Girl. And no one wants to hear me do an audiobook in Smeagol voice. No one really wanted to. Not many people wanted to hear the Smeagol streams or the Smeagol redeems. So yeah, they're not going to want to listen to an entire audiobook in that. But it was an illusion, not a wall. Well, I'm a person of illusions. Oh, you know it. I cannot remember what that was in relation to. It's the second one. It's really, really fun. It is. It is so much fun. Hope you have a lot of fun with it, because I definitely do. There's the boop. Oh, there's also hydration reminders from NWARB and DJ. Thank you very much for those. That's the captive you're reading. Yeah, but it doesn't do so well if you're actually trying to, read a book to some, for a professional recording for someone else to listen to. Someone flubbing over sentences midway and then having to reread them a few times really distracts from the quality of the book and just would not be accepted. Jace, hello and welcome, little bro, and thank you for your contribution to the one-off game stream challenge. Actually, now nearly complete now. Josie, hello and welcome. Thank you, Enward, for your contribution to the one-off game stream challenge. My brain is now trying to go faster than my mouth can catch up with. Skyrim commissions. If you want to waste your money on me doing a Skyrim a piece of Skyrim artwork when I open up commissions, then you go ahead. I can't tell you how to spend your money in that regard. I will draw something to the best of my ability based on what you commission me. I won't enjoy it, but yeah, like I said. If someone wants me to draw something and it's within my ability to, I will draw it. Doubly so if they pay me. I'd like a Lewd Dragon audiobook, a dramatic reenactment of The Room. Oh my. Give me a script. Give me a script and some time and I'll record it. Only problem is I actually don't have any reliable audio recording, so the only recording I can actually do is using OBS to record a video, which is so much larger than an audio file, as you'll imagine. Just I don't have any audio recording software or editing software for that matter, so I wouldn't be able to really do a good job. But yes. Hey, hello and welcome. If you don't think there's an audience out there for a Smeagol reading, you're a fool. Well, I've not found that audience, and my audience doesn't like it. That's the power of audio editing. Yeah, power which I have not mastered. I can't edit. I have tried, but it just completely blows my mind. I was like, Found a new thing called bionic reading. Helps neurodivergent people be able to read text. Is that the one where they start off the beginning of each word, or the hook of the word in bold? Because personally, it makes it harder for me. Like seeing that, makes it a lot harder for me to read. Always more money on something horrid, I'll pay you handsomely though. You are welcome to. I will obviously, when I actually start opening up and taking commissions, I will have a list of, a non-exhaustive list of will not draw. Be it I don't like drawing that kind of thing, I don't like the topic, or it's illegal. That the sensible kind of things. But as long as it's not on the will not draw list, and I don't turn around and say, yeah, I'm not drawing that, it's gross. Or that's disgusting or whatever. Yeah, it'll get done. Oh, hi Mark. An erotic draconic rendition of The Room. Oh, hi, Mark, I said as I saw that throbbing dragon phallus in front of me. No, get Audacity, it's free. Audacity is spyware. They sold themselves out. It's now full of spyware, malware, and ransomware. And it sells your all your private data to the highest bidder. So that's the reason why I deleted Audacity, and I wholly recommend other people delete it, because it's kind of awful. Hi Mark, how's your sex life? You'll pay me to say that 100 times. Dare you? I dare you to pay me the amount of money it would actually cost me to say that 100 times. Use Audacity for your music. Shouldn't. And thank you, Faye, for your contribution to the one-off game stream challenge. If games you want to get lists on my iPad now, on the list is Fable 2, 3, and 2 Human. I've got a list like that. It's a Google Doc. I have a fairly long Google Doc with release dates and everything. See, the thing is, I see that what you've just asked me to say in Smeagol voice, Josie, I have not actually heard. I've seen the memes around, I've seen it text-based, I've not actually heard what it's from, so be prepared for me to butcher this.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds, just like I'm going to fold you over a desk, precious. Oh yes, I'll make you jiggle for precious.
There you go. Buyout bowls makes anchor points for your brain to pop to. Yeah, I've seen that. It makes it harder for me, personally. Like, you know, if it works for other people, awesome. But me, personally, I like to see you wiggle for sure. What? Dribble, no, riding my feet, you really have to do it. Driving my feet, you really have to do it. 6 feet 2 and a couple of... Oh, for fuck's sake, we're going to song lyrics. No longer turned on. Let me fix that for you. I can fix that very easily. Very easily, because that is chat caught up with out of the boner killer. Oh no. Oh no. I'm about to become the boner giver and the wettener of panties. Came out of nowhere. Fittingly. Because that's chat caught up with, so it means we can swap over here. Welcome everyone, as you're about to see me playing with a rather difficult box and some rather significant flaps. Just putting a glove on, because this is going to get messy. Do enjoy. Just have to get the cover off first. And also put the music on. Should work. Man could try and kill me while I eat. Death. Strap in, because this is what the entire stream's going to be like, because this is the only way I can see my tablet screen now. This is the stream. This is the stream. With, you know, some miracle sound in the background. Thank you, Josie, for reminding me to save. Apparently there was something... Oh, it's because I tested out the pen and then undid it, but I didn't actually save it. Oh. So thank you for reminding me to do that, Josie. There we go. Got all the windows up now. Right, I think that was actually... I think the lineup was actually pretty much done on this. Jack, hello and welcome. Just joining to hear that. This is the stream. Because I'm going to be like this all the time. Get yourself comfortable, because I can guarantee a fair few people are going to be wiggling in their seats listening to this. Welcome to this. Welcome. Emphasis on the word come. Don't make me make it into a command. I think I should actually bring the references up a bit more center screen. There we are. There's a lot more detail on the box top itself. Also can't be bothered to add in all that detail because most of it you can't actually see properly and it's too fine print for me actually to bother with. In which case I'm just going to tackle the minor points of colouring this box. Although I have just realised, is the box top furry? Yes. Especially around the flaps. There's a lot of fur there. I don't mind. Dealing with fuzzy things. I like delving deep into them. I'm not actually going to draw fur on the box though, because my good god, what do you think my skill level is? It's definitely not that. In fact, I even realised that because of the line art thing, I'm going to have to erase some of it. Just because that overlap thing that won't be taken away by colour. I know that in the game it's actually translucent, but I can't do translucent on this. Oh look, pirates plundering the depth. What do you mean check my posture? I can't check my posture. I'm sitting as straight as I can. In fact, actually, no. You know what? Oh, that's perfect. I'm sitting as straight as possible. I'm sitting closer. I don't have to lean over anymore, and yet I can still be like this. Thank you, Torian. Is that gonna be it? Is that really gonna be it? I feel like it should be a bit lighter, actually, you know. Yeah, that was a bit better. We go. The Skoo box is now causing an alert on themselves. Actually, you know what? There is a effect I think I have. Could do this with. I just have to add a sub tool. Just, you know, give me a bit of time while I get my sub in order. So I'm having to go through a fairly high degree of brushes I've downloaded. Most of them, milk pens, stars, nebulas, more stars and nebulas, more milk pens, more brushes for some weird reason. I don't know what those are. More stars there. Still yet more stars, more milk pen, more fluids, and now we have loof. Let's see what this does. Oh Christ, that does not look right. That kind of... What is this? What even is this? It's not at all what I'm trying to do. Need to be bigger. Can it only be done if it's bigger? What on earth is any of that? Today is the day, the blue's coming out of my hair and the purple is one step closer. Nice. Glad to hear it, Torian. We're just going to erase all that because that was kind of bollocks. There's an effect that I'm not going to be going back to using. This is why I have multiple of these. And thank you, DJ, for your contribution to one-off game stream challenge. How does this work? How does this one look? Oh, I see. Oh, that's a really useful one for line art. This is not what we need to do now. See, that's looking okay, it's just the colour is not coming out properly. See, that actually works. I mean, to be fair, what I could do is I could go into the line art. Or actually, I could just... Or alternatively, I can just abandon that idea and go back to what I was doing because my brain is now not cooperating. Oh well, it was going to be okay. Right. It's a goo palette. Fur. There is some fur. It's just I'm not going to be able to do a fur texture. Scrolling on socials, there's one ad that just says "Get well soon." It appears over and over again. It's the only ad I've got so far. We'll get well soon, Faye. I hope whatever's troubling you passes quickly. Going back onto the line, I've just realised because I need to. Do I actually? No, I can accomplish that just with colouring over, can't I? Ignore that. Thank you, Jack, for your contribution to the one-off game stream challenge. It's got to be very nearly finished by now. As usual, I've got no idea what game this song is based on. Do this one. Do I have a more of a pale type one? Yeah, the tail end. We'll steal the tail end to do the inner ear fur as well. Skoo goddamn furry ears. It's got some wool in there. So that actually looks better than the simplistic one I started out with. Steal that again. What's the name of this song? I can't tell. It's hidden behind all my references. Hang on. It is Calamity. The only game that I know off the top of my head that has a calamity involved in it is Final Fantasy 14. I'm very certain that Miracle of Sun's never done one for that. Oh, it's Bastion apparently. Yeah, Bastion does start off in the aftermath of a calamity. You're trying to figure out what happened. Far too long since I played it. I do, however, own it for PlayStation 4, and it is on the stream queue. So, look forward to that. It's going to be part of the Supergiant trilogy, which is going to be finished off when I get a better PC that I can play Hades on. Hades nuts. Hades, hi, hello. Oh, yes. Oh, this is the Call of Duty Circus. Hang on a second, I'm just going to do... I don't have a background. Let's just go pop that there. Layer 1. I need everything else so far. Layer 1 is just going to get an absurd colour on it. There we go. Literally just so I can see where I have missed colour-wise. That's actually because I've done that. I should be able to just do a line like this. Do a line. You remember the game Bastion just from memory because I played a lot to get achievements? It's fair. I got all the achievements from it, but I played it only when it had first came out, so my memory is very, very rusty of it. So I did a line, you're very calm. I'm always calm. Oh, and also the up close redeem, because I'm pretty much doing the entire stream up close. The up close redeem will be a thing of redeem it. I will say what it is you've put me there, just on there, and then I will refund the points. So it's essentially a art stream exclusive that gets me to say what you like for free. Obviously with certain sensible limits. There. Need that. I'm taking very much care of the obvious Skoo related parts of this before even encroaching on the things. On the aspects of the box itself, because we have to identify that it definitely is Skoo before we start even remotely fiddling with their box. Now there's a fitting one. Penis. There you go, refilled and done. I was expecting something like that. I'm glad you did not disappoint. I've got the Portal 1 and 2 turrets. That's the only way to get it from the game on PC, on Steam. Over just want to get it. My cooldown. I didn't want people to be abusing it. It is set to a 5-minute cooldown, but if 5 minutes is too much, I can change it down to like 2 or 3. Yeah, do you keep getting his sexy laundry? I blame me. Sounds like a win-win situation to me. Oh, by the way, Jack, how's the monkey suit? Would you see there's bits of white that I've missed? Because if I do this, I'm saying, yeah, that's kind of bad. I'll fix those up later. There are plenty of things I know how to fix. There's nothing a good meat sword can't fix. I'm not even sorry. I talk about meat swords and then people want to get me wet. It's almost like they're inviting it. Pork sword? No. Nothing so peasant-like as a pork sword. We're talking prime, thick-cut dragon meat. Extra thick for prime stretching. And deep. Junior reference, never seen it. Never had the inclination to. I think mostly because I don't think I was ever the target audience for it. Well, the thing, she's got the wrong size. No monkey suit for me until she gets one again. You do realise you've just incited that to happen now, Jack, because, as you've said, E watches these VODs. So, E, this is for you. Get the right size monkey suit. Jack clearly wants it to happen. Treat yourself to an extra whip while you're at it. Your peace is only temporary. Oh, on the other hand, au contraire, my peace is legendarily long and consistent. My Elliot page was hilarious, and you know. I think that's actually the very first thing that I, saw, that I heard him being in. Didn't watch it, but I did watch Umbrella Academy for a bit. Oh god. According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway, because bees don't care what humans think is impossible, and nor do dragons. I didn't say that I wouldn't make them sexy. I think this stream itself has just implied that everything I say is going to have some form of sexual undertones to it. I know he said she'd be getting one before today's stream happened. Oh. I look forward to hearing how that turns out tomorrow. Especially as tomorrow is a talkie stream, because tomorrow I'm doing SCP readings. I should be fine for that. I think you'll find that I'm quite fine already. It's a war crime. Guilty as charged. There we go. Better. Yeah, hello and welcome. And you're already putting on my best behaviour. Let's see how much I can get away with then. You're just waiting for the points. Ah. Those ones I won't be refunding, unless I actually mess it up. I'm sure I'll be able to talk my way out of it. Should any slight mishaps be potential, I am, however, very gifted with my words and my speech and my patterns of talking around things are quite legendary. After all, I am a cunning linguist. An oversized iguana. Old talk coming from an overconfident pigeon. And I'm being made soggy again. Well, some people just can't wait, can they? Okay, Faye, I will give you credit to that one. I've never heard that swing on it before. I'm not going to read it out because that would break best behaviour. No. Oh, well, I will give you that little nod of approval, since it seems to be what you strive for so much. You can't type? Oh, I know. I know this. I know you can't type. Need to work out what I'm doing with regards to this box colour. That kind of works for a cardboard colour. It's not too close to Skoo's fur. It does seem like Faye likes hearing that she's a good girl. I will arson you all. Well done. Well done for spelling all of that correctly. Nice try, Nia. Be a bit lighter. You can barely tell, but it does actually look closer to cardboard now. So I'm good with that. favorite swear word and you can't style thing. Blame Mal. Well, I actually do not know when Mal is going to be returning to things. I really don't. It did mention it was only this recent weekend. This was an extra because of flight complications. So, who knows? You may be back to things in the next couple of days, or it may be literally we get to the next team bondage session is now there. Nice one there, Faye. Nice one. I like this song. It's all about Metro. Metro Last Light. Is it Last Light? No, Exodus. Just, you know, wish I could have actually played it and it wasn't so bad. Sorry, message just came up on Discord that I had to reply to. What do you call dinosaurs after the meteor hit? Dinosaurs. Oh my god. See, that's the first one I could have actually said on best behaviour. Even if, you know, it's not really behaving when you tell criminal jokes like that. Just put it there, weirdly enough. It was okay to best fair. Oh, I did not see that. Literally, I just saw phase 2 ones which are very inappropriate for best behaviour. But yes, what do you call a bi-dinosaur? Shriek. Don't worry, Torian, Shriek is on the list of things to draw at some point. I just, you know, need to work out what I'm actually going to do with her. Brown New Shrek is one of my OCs. Yes. Very pretty raptor. She is indeed. What, you really thought that I wasn't going to attempt to draw Shriek, Torian? You really thought I wasn't going to? Not safe for work, you have permission to draw on stream. I'm not going to be drawing any not safe for work stuff on Twitch. If I'm going to be doing not safe for work stuff, I'm going to be doing that on Picasso. And obviously, if I'm going to be doing, like... So when it comes to characters, people's characters, it's either going to be commissions which I've obtained permission to be doing on stream, or I will have asked beforehand. I won't be doing someone's character without permission on stream, because, you know, that's very, very dickish. Fuck. Had to say dickish, didn't I? Streak. Yeah, you would at some point. No, brain's weird to get normal. That's completely fair. I was just clarifying. There you go. Get your hydrations in. I wasn't even tripped up. Didn't mean to do the posture. Okay, I'll refund that one. Yep, go everyone, get your hydrations in. Get me nice and moistened up for this. I'm going to be getting things real deep. Whilst I'm doing things in this voice, yeah, doing things, it's very hard and hard. Oh yes, so very hard. To keep my brain clean. Also, I have a bit of news regarding indie games. I have requested a key for a game which, in all honesty, looks very, very impressive. And I will be honest, the very, very first time that I saw it, my reaction was, nah, not going to do that. Because it had that forbidden word in it for me, you know, survival. And I thought, you know, I'd heard, you know, I'm hearing so much good about it. Like, okay, let's see if I can find something about it on YouTube. So I looked it up. And YouTube brought back, you know, this guy doing a 10-minute review on it. And in all of that, there was nothing to do with, you know, having to keep your food, nutrition, and all that kind of meters up or anything like that. The survival, and there's base building in it. So it's like Fallout 4 types base building, so it's not all that bad. There is somewhat to do with food in it, but basically it's when you put yourself and someone else out onto an expedition and you decide how many rations they have for that expedition, and those rations for you determine how much of your maximum health you have. That's a pretty decent way of doing it. And for those of you who are curious about what the game is called, in case you want to look it up yourself, it's called Chernobylite. Like I said, I've requested the key, have not been granted it yet, but then again, I only requested it very late last night before going to bed. Sadly though, a lot of the requests I've put in have not been addressed. But, yeah, I give them time. Publishers can be busy and having their employees doing other things. Well, that's Skoo's frontmost flap done, so I think that's a good time to go and do the drinks. There. Okay, so that's going to be the 5 from the best behaviour, followed by additional hydrations from Torian, DJ, Faye, and Jack. Thank you very much. That was a lot. I'm a very moistened dragon now. Let's see. Shin, hello and welcome. Unless you've already popped in, I've welcomed you, I can't remember. So sorry if I have given you a double welcome. If not, then welcome. Cookies made of the texture makes them look like a certain French sweet treat that I can't remember the name of, and now I'm making lasagna. Have you made anyone hungry yet? I mean, I'm always hungry. It's very easy to incite me into wanting food. If Faye is here, I'm pretty sure she'll be able to help with the French identifier thing. You've heard about it, Nia? Yeah. Buys cords and clips for sewing, use them for bag clips of snacks. There. But no idea how to spell that. It is... That is how you spell Chernobylite. believe anyway. I might be wrong on that. I actually might be very wrong on that one. I just got, yeah, cool. Glad to hear that I didn't brain fart. Saw so many Pringles yesterday at the store. You got Pringles on the brain, or rather, you've got throwing crispy things at Faye on the brain because you got the Chernobyl right. Yeah, I mean, in fairness, Chernobyl itself is a very difficult word to spell. Yeah, that has Steam and Google and GOG and Google put it. Yep. Is also on consoles and has actually got a next-gen console version update. So yeah, I've put in for both versions of it. So I'm hoping that I will be getting. Hopefully, I'll be getting that. Oh, it's a croissant. I do like a good croissant. Was you already using all mine? What a shame, Faye. What a shame. Wouldn't it be just so bad if I messaged Foxx that on her way home she could pick up a tube of Pringles? Wouldn't that just suck so hard? Or what would suck more? Me continuing to pronounce croissant wrong? Or... well, wrong? Or me having Pringles? Buys you. Croissant. Who can end up flaky? It's balance. As far as I know about cookies, it's always a balance. Cookies I made kind of have a texture of a croissant. Didn't get any though. I have apple straws, veggie straws, lentil snacks, snap me snacks. You wish, Faye. You also wish with that one. It's not flaky, they're just kind of like, oh, they look like croissants, they're not flaky. Right. There's a DLC on Steam, charity packs help Ukraine. Yep. Has on the site as well, but I always think, why they put up DLC for getting keys? Like, I suppose, yeah, I can see why it would be for some DLC packs, you know, to review the additional content. But then literally, I've seen some things on there. It's like, hey, do you want to request a game key for this DLC? What's DLC? Cosmetics. Yes, I would like to get a free game key for cosmetics for the game. Yes, that is exactly the way I want it. That's exactly what I want to do. Also, I'll be saying this ahead of time. I'm not going to be shading this because I just can't think of how I would. I honestly think that shading this would ruin the whole jokey aspect that I'm trying to go for with it. Because, you know, this idea was born of a conversation that lasted for 15 seconds, but apparently stuck in my brain. I love useless assets. How do you know? Note to self. Faye loves useless things, and thus is in love with herself. Also, funny how everyone's talking about Pringles. My mum sat here eating Pringles. Nice. Now I really want some paprika flavored Pringles. Arse. You want Pringles? No Pringles for Faye. This is the reason also why I did this on the line art line, because now the text looks like it is printed on the box. And yes, for those of you wondering, that says, danger, do not drop, contents very angy. Gives Faye some apple straws. Torian is attempting to feed Faye something long and thin. Oh my. Get a room. And yes, where we are currently is considered a room. Proceed. I have no idea what this song is. But it's background music. It's background music whilst I am speaking sexily whilst drawing. Oh. I guess Faye went and looked. Faye went to consider Torian's offer. Kinky. I'm going to have a look. Oh, those. Yeah, I know what you mean. Definitely. Might hate the whole bag says, yeah. Well. Definitely said there's offering also have veggie straws. The like veggie straws also love, oh my god. My chat is bonding strangely over vegetable snacks. Well, it makes sense. Most of my chat are snacks. I only say most because I haven't seen some of you. Jack's just seen that she has Pringles. Everyone but Faye has Pringles. Gesundheit. Dankeschön. This universe is unfair. Yes. What do you want me to do about it? Laugh? Okay. Got sea salt variety of the veggie straws, what's like the cheddar cheese ones. I'm curious what flavour you're all rocking. I've got sour cream flavour. Well, if I had Pringles, they'd be paprika flavour. Especially because you can't get them in the US. Or in Canada. So, you know. Extra torment. Don't worry. Gern Gesundheit, Geschichten. Don't worry, I too am Pringles. Together is suffering. Love how the pizza ones have no Pringles. Pizza ones are how really good they are. Just like ketchup flavour crisps are. Which I can't get in this country. So whenever my parents go to Germany, they come back with ketchup flavour crisps for me. Well, usually anyway. It's the most recent time they got me dragon tongues. What's the laughter for? Discord just pin me now that my stuff has stickers now. I guess that was another thing to draw me on stickers. Can't. No. No, it's a weird thing. Got plenty of ketchup chips here. Well, I'll come and visit and I'll bring over the paprika flavour Pringles and we could do a swap. I can, tell you to go fuck yourself to your face. Would you prepare the ham ones? It will be war, but the reward will be Pringle. Unless the Pringles become a casualty of said war, because, you're going to have to be very careful about that. So I'm just gonna steal Skoo's ear colour here. So there's the bits here that need to be coloured in. I'm just going to drop that there for now because I've realised that I really need to tidy that up already. Miss having paprika flavour. I haven't seen any in a while in shops in my city. It's worrying. That's actually worrying. I blame Brexit. I don't know why, but any chance to blame Brexit I can get, I will take. Fucking Brexit. Fucking people who thought that Brexit would be a fucking good idea. Just. Keeping this politics free, but still, fuck Brexit. Sorry, I thought we were talking about the same brand, but I was thinking of Ruffles. Still stick by my choice. Oh, I do like Ruffles. Oh, Ruffles are good. I've not had Ruffles since... Jesus Christ, since last time I was in Canada. That was only 22 years ago. Fuck me running. Hey, London Town. The Assassin's Creed Syndicate song. Love the song, love the game. Ruffles, what are those? Ruffles are a brand of crisps. Think Walker's Max, but better. And a lot more variety of, more standard flavours and and a variety of just different flavours as well. Thank you, Jack, for the hydration reminder. I'll take that now. Weirdly enough, I thought this was going to take a lot long. I say taking a lot longer. I've been at this for over an hour already. I still thought this was going to take quite a little bit longer to do. But I think I'm actually nearly finished. I think all I've got to do is fill in this, do the banner do the banner logo like this bit here. Colour in that, and then I'm done. Then can move on to the personal project. I want Ruffles have them from the same. Like I said, 22 years. It's been 22 years since I've had Ruffles. It's clearly Faye's fault. As being our resident Canadian here. I mean, to be fair, Jace is Canadian as well, but, you know, it's easier to blame Faye than it is to blame Jace, because Jace is just such an innocent, lovely bean. So Faye, listening? Fuck you. Ruffles denier. Lydia, hello and welcome. With the traditional of the Welcome to what is going to be possibly be the first of the Malk ASMR art streams. I speak smoothly and lowly and sexily into the microphone whilst I'm doing this. Never done anything wrong in my life. Well, you're some fucking anarchist, aren't you? You're all talking, no substance. All bark, no bite. You lose again. Fuck you too for your falsehoods. Oh, my local shop super pre-crime sad. Oh, that is bad. Thank you, Lydia, for your contribution to the World of Game Stream Challenge. That's got to be very nearly finished now. I say, you know, one-off Game Stream Challenge, we know what it is. It's Final Fantasy VII Remake on PS5 challenge. Right, this bit I think I'm going to do with a... actually, I don't know. I think you're red. Yeah, dark red should do that. That's a bit of... Ooh. Ooh, I like this song. This song is based on the Darkness games. Binary Divide. 85% done. Ooh. Thank you, Nia, for your contribution to the One-Off Game Stream Challenge. Did love these games, I really did. I would love to play them again. I'd love there to be a third one, I really would. I hear the Darkness, yeah. This song is based on the Darkness games. Need too much to happy. Oh, sorry to hear that, Torian. Hope you recover soon. Darkness, Jackie. So, interesting factoid. For those of you who've played the Darkness games, the voice of the Darkness is the lead singer of Faith No More. He does a very, very good job of voicing the Darkness. I'm just sad that we didn't get a third one after the very, very cliffhangery end of the second one. I mean, to be fair, it is following a comic book series, so it's going to be following the story of that. Still, though. I do mean the voice of the Darkness in the game, not in this song. This song is all, as far as I know, is all Miracle of Sound's doing. Which, if that is the case, Jesus Christ, the guy's talented. Still lead singers in rock bands, always had that certain voice to do demonic-like stuff. I absolutely love it. Same. Like, there's a fair few death metal bands which, listening to their vocals, like, oh, you could do some really good demonic shit. Like, you could voice demons from Doom. Here's Serity for my disc. Aww. Hasta la pizza, baby. Here comes Dominator. Bend over. Prepare to be dominated. All night long. Doing voices is fun. Wish I could do more. I honestly wish I could do more of the voices. Or to be fair, actually no, I really wish I could do more voices consistently. Because I can do a load of different voices, I just can't stay consistent or go back to them easily, unless it's Smeagol. Or there was that one time I was able to consistently be Emperor Palpatine. Always will remind me of the fact that when I was playing Shadow of War, as much as I adore Liam O'Brien as a voice actor, I am still 100% convinced I can do a better Smeagol version than he can. He was absolutely, they should have brought him in on that, on the game project, no question about that, but they should not have made him try to imitate Smeagol. Smeagol/Gollum as in, Andy Serkis's version. He tried and just couldn't, because he's not Andy Serkis. Very difficult to keep one voice down. It is. Which is why you've probably heard that I've done many different voices around my streams, including the diplomatic immunity. All I remember from doing a Lacuna one, during playing Lacuna, that voice came up and Nia requested that I say diplomatic immunity in it, and it got made into a quote. Smeagol VTuber stream when I gave voice murdering must be around any percentage. That wouldn't be hard to do. I've done Smeagol streams before. I have done Smeagol streams before. Like, there used to be a challenge. There used to be one of the rotating challenges was doing Smeagol streams, and I would do an entire stream in Smeagol voice. Skoo, hello and welcome. I'm just dealing with your box still. I'm doing a very good job of filling in your box and tending to your flaps. What the box say? Always, Skoo. Always. You don't remember any of those? They were quite a while ago. In fairness, I haven't done a Smeagol stream for a very long time. It might have been before you were here, Nia. I can't remember. Oh my. I am the Senate. And you have a fairly large vocal range. I wouldn't know, Pokey. The only sound I've ever heard that has come from your lips was that very strange random meep noise you once made on stream. Mal has heard your voice more than I have, and Mal apparently doesn't remember it at all. Thank you, Skoo, for telling me to check my posture. A little bit. Yeah. His voice causes amnesia. Pokey's voice is the regretty forgetty. You can do Sans, and that's the only achievement I need, to be honest. Yeah, I agree. From hearing you do Sans when Jace played Undertale, yeah, I agree. You do a very good Sans. Who's Sans? a comic. And when Sans is a comic, he's a font of knowledge. Patrick from SpongeBob. Some silly skeleton that Tumblr wants to fuck. Never understood why. I never have. I've never understood the appeal of Sans. That could just be my demisexuality. But well, in fairness, the only character that I really find appealing in Undertale is Undyne. Because when Undyne first shows up and starts chasing you in her armor, it's like, ooh, hello. And then when I saw her outside of armor, I was like, oh, hello. Skoo can do a variety of voices and is good at keeping those voices. He's never played Undertale. You think you can do a pretty decent Mario? It's wholly fair. In fact, the voice of Sans and Undertale is a very short clip of Patrick from SpongeBob. Now that you mentioned that, Pokey, I can hear it. I can actually hear that. That's kind of worrying. There we are. They found the exact line Toby used to make it. Oh, that's awesome. It's also dedication. Yeah, when we're talking about fans, when are they not dedicated to finding out things like that? Okay, so that's a shipping label. That needs to be more of a whitish, which means I need to use this colour. Which also means I need to bring the background up so I can know where I'm not wanting stuff. Can someone throat sing? That's impressive, Shin. Throat singing is not an easy feat. I can death metal sing. That's the only way I'm able to sing is death metal singing. The Darkness is not on PC, it's on Xbox 360, but Darkness 2 is on PC, yeah. Yeah, for some weird reason, Darkness 1 was a Xbox 360 exclusive, or might have been on PlayStation 3 as well, but it was definitely a console exclusive. Darkness 2 got ported to PC as well, but still, it just did not do anywhere near well enough. Like, everyone involved has been saying, they would, be quite happy to be on board for another Darkness game. It's just because of the projected sales, the sales fell short of projections. No publisher wanted to pick it up. I did have a bit of fun earlier. Someone mentioned that One-Winged Angel is Megalovania for boomers. So I countered with, and Undertale is Toho for Westerners. Which led to the thing of like, what's Toho? Well. My throat trying. I have no clue if I can see or not. That's for others to know. Me's never find out. Whitgren, hello and welcome. Beneficial day's work in showers. How do I suddenly do it? How's my throat? My throat's fine. My throat's absolutely fine. But like, boomers don't know what one winged angel is. Gamer boomers, I think it was aimed at. Actually, I just realised something. This is going to be real freaky, but something I could do. If I take a black line art layer, T, F. I'm able to do it because my brain likes the sound of Mongolians made in Ghost. I like making random noises for some reason. That's wholly fair. Mongolians aren't the only culture that do throat singing, but they are one of the more well-known ones, thanks to The Who being popular. Back. I'm so fucking hungry now, thanks you fuckers. You're welcome. I'm certainly hungry for something, I'll tell you that now. But Mongolian singing, go look up the group Hangai. I think Tibet's also pretty famous for throat singing. That set is Tibetan, yeah. Thank you for that, Nia. That's I was thinking Tibetan throat singing, but my brain was wholly blanking on it being Tibetan. So thank you very much for filling in that detail. Cyberpunk song. Good bits in here. There's an idea to get back at my mum for misgendering me, thinking it's mostly a respect thing. I'm not going to call them man, I just call them. Oh, that's good. That is good, Torian. Do that. Definitely do that. If she can't respect you enough to acknowledge your name and your gender, and don't give her any respect back, she doesn't deserve it. I sound like a parrot. I mimic noises to myself. That's wholly fair. I know a fair few people who do that. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's 100% valid. Tibet's throat singing, they also have those weird musical bowls, they also bring you in a piece. Yes, that's true. Eskimos and Inuits have a long tradition of throat singing. Yep. Oh god, the next door neighbors doing that music crap again. Bring it up. Up your own music. Step that bush. Yes. Oh yeah, it's better to respect down. It's not so fucking hard. Exactly. There we are. I declare that complete. Skoo, seeing as this is for you, are you happy with this? If you are, I shall sign and finish it. Don't know why I was planning this as a normal thing, so I've got the highlighting and fine shading in there. We'll be using those though. Useful, awesome. Okay, but I gave you that name. Okay, and do you keep everything that's given to you? No. I've changed my name from what it was when I was born. My parents completely accept it. My parents are fine with it. That's too thick. I hear that a lot. Actually, no, I hear that quite a lot. Right, okay. Throw some glasses on the box, that's 110%. I could not figure out how to do glasses. I really couldn't. Not on something like that. So I'm sorry, Skoo, but your box is too large for vision issues. What am I doing? Yes, do that. Oh no, I'm not putting the music down, just take something out of ebooks and put porn aloud. Yes. Yes. I approve of this greatly. Get the most explicit, filthiest stuff you can possibly find. Also want to put this at this end towards enemy on the flap that sticks out front, or maybe on the back one. Oh my god. See, that would be wholly fair for the honest one, but it's just not, there's not the room. There's no room to put this end towards enemy. Otherwise I totally would. We go. Make gay porn, so oh yes. Rickroll maybe perhaps not a gay porn, the gay porn, the gay orgy. Are you guys fucking really? Seriously? Right in front of my salad? You guys are fucking gross. Right, so let's do that file. Export single layer as a PNG. Works in progress. Works finished. Skoo-boxo. Boxo Foxx. So Boku no Pico, Jesus Christ. Wait, actually might get some yaoi anime stuff. Oh my god. Excluded. Your salad wanted to watch. How do you mean excluded, Skoo? My neighbour started liking this out, yeah, just go and start dancing. Yeah. Rick rolls have never worked on me. I was like, I don't care, I actually like the song. Right, okay, so get rid of the Skoo palette, get rid of the Skoo-boxo. Those are now done. That's completely done. Thirsty salad. Isn't Skoo? Oh my god. Included, yes, you are Skoo. You are here. Left out of the orgy. Oh, there we go. Lydia's pulled Skoo into the orgy. So if you get all the better it'll be. You heard it. You heard it from them first. Get rough. Right. Okay. Now, still got some time. Significant amount. So, as I said, I would be working on a personal project now. This project is involving someone else who's in chat at the moment, and they have given their full permission for me to work on this on stream. This is not the entirety of it. This is the part of it that is haunting me and making me question my decisions on why I designed my OC the way I did. Spins oblivion. Right, gotta fix your brain. Orgy happens in chat and Faye has to go and fix her brain. I'm not so sure she was ready for just how horny you lot can be. But yeah, so that is really, really bad. I'm gonna try and okay, so line up. Oh, take the sketch layer away. Show you and take the sketch layer away. There we go. We've got. That's what it's looking like at the moment. You break chats now. I think you just broke Faye. You're playing the orgy for in-person 2F. Oh my god. Your brain was broken years ago. This is true, Lydia. The brain. Didn't think mine was whole. Same. Holes. Yeah, so that's how it's looking so far. Don't worry about the oversecting lines. Once I start working on the colours and all that kind of stuff, that will actually take care of itself. But it's just so that when I'm working on one of them, for example, like, you know, if I wanted to work on Lydia's side of it, I can hide that. I have Lydia's full bit there. And when I'm wanting to work on Imari's, I can hide Lydia there. And then we've got this, which I'm working on, which is making me question, like, why the fuck did I make an OC that's got wings and a tail? Why? I blame Skoo. I blame Skoo wholly. So the end of fucking flowers, that's an irrelevant one. Fucking a brain like a fleshlight. Sloppy. The worm from Werewolf just came in my mouth. Where we gonna go? No problem at all, Faye. Unless you're saying about you're going to go to the orgy, in which case, what the fuck? That was a very quick planning session. I've said too much cursed. I don't think so, Faye. Just look at, you know, just look at everything that's been going on in chat anyway. I don't think you've said anything that's much more cursed than anything else that's already been said. I mean, here's a shapeshifter, so he could get rid of the wings and tail at any point. Yes, you are absolutely right, Torian. He could. However, I will present you with this. How fucking awful does that look? That does not look right. Imari without his wings and his tail doesn't look right, does it? Just really fucking doesn't. Question my design for a zero, but now look at his pretty blue wings. Yeah. The wings like, yo, I've got this wonderfully lovely designed OC. It's so gorgeous. Oh shit, that means I've got to draw it like that. Oh, fuck. Just eating lunch and I'll be gone. No problem at all, Skoo. In advance, as Widgren has said, thank you very much for coming in as long as you did, and I'll see you later. Okay, points I am tempted. Oh god, Near's already done it, I failed. My shy boy who hides behind his wings instead of fighting. Sounds like a good plan to me. But yeah, so I'm going to be having to be doing this, working on the sketch layer, because I think I really need to redo parts of the sketch. Because some of this is going to be real fucking hard to line. That's close enough. Ooh. Went on the dice, nice. It's like a fire game member from Labyrinth. I know, right? It doesn't look right. Wings of the drama and the drama is SC. Exactly. Exactly. Maybe for a few, but you know, it's fair. So, before I do what Faye has just prompted me to, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. I'm going to leave the music on because it might as well, but I will be back in just a second. Stay warm for me, gotcha. I have returned. Let's see what's happened with all you degenerates whilst I've been gone. Oh, but of course, before I actually proceed, hey, you're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us. And that thief over there. What's in store for us, I wonder? The 3 hydrations whilst I was away. Thank you to Lydia, Skoo, and N-Warp for them. If you ever get an OC, it's going to be one of 4 things: a nuclear blasted skeleton, a nuclear blasted bear skeleton, a knight, or a stereotypical Viking with no horns on the helmet. Good. Horns on the head, no horns unless I'm drinking. Right, fair, but I'm a fair believer not enough people have horns. Hi. Dragon, I have horns. Faye, my Faye, her name, does dragons has horns, and so does Note the goat. Just tired of the Vikings horns. Yeah, same. Doing God's work, Torian. Yeah, I think if I have a few of my OCs have horns because, you know, it just makes sense. Where that come from anyway, the Viking with horns helmet? I do not know. All I can think of is that someone did an inaccurate depiction of them, or, you know, based on something they saw erroneously, and it just stuck, which... There's morphed actually. She was a base race dragon born in 5e, and I loved her so much she became a full-on OC Sona. Yes. Okay, up close chat's gonna go, can't be here. Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry, Skoo. I'm so sorry, but at the same time, I'm not. Your laptop touched the side? Oh, sorry to hear that, DJ. It's Wagner. Ah. Turning on. I was tempted to add horns to my proto self, but yeah. I mean, I can. If you want horns on your proto self, just say the word and I'll make the protogen horny. Oh wait, no, that one would be for a different stream. Right. That's good. Very different type of stream. It wouldn't be streamed here either. Because I can't stream those kind of streams here. That's better. That's definitely better. That's not so much better. Oh, this is his Subnautica song. We have VODs gone. It's really bad to hear. I'm sorry to hear that, DJ. I had a similar situation when my external hard drive died. Lost all of the VODs that were on it. That was not a fun time at all. Just getting rid of this sketch line in between to avoid confusion when it comes to lining. There we go. See, that little meter looks already better. AD blue is the symbolic. Lydia and I are sharing the brain cell, apparently. Well, I actually don't know. Somehow, somehow Lydia and I are sharing the brain cell, yet she's being remarkably restrained on the lewd side of things. So either that, or I'm being lewd enough for the pair of us. Yeah, so I found that there are 3 songs that Miracle of Sound, that I know of. There are 3 songs that Miracle of Sound has done that are actually in the games. There's Deep Blue, that we know is from Subnautica. There is, I can't remember the name of the song, but the Wasteland 2 credits song is by Miracle of Sound, and I think it's Pillars of Eternity? Is it Pillars of Eternity? I think it might be Pillars of Eternity he's done the credits song for as well, or the title screen, the menu. He's definitely done a title screen for something as well. Maybe the hard drive data could be returned. Worked for my last laptop that died. If it's just not turning on, then usually you'll still be able to access the hard drive if you can hook it up to something else that will turn on. Song repeats in my beyond below zero base. Fair. Too sleepy to loot. Holy fair. Hole. You want to know what the worst thing is? You want to know what the worst thing is about all this that I'm doing here, all the fuss that I'm creating over just these bits? Here's the funny thing. Here is the funny thing. So this bit here that I've just scribbled over, that bit, that is where Lydia's protogen is going to be sitting. So if I bring Lydia's protogen, the line art on, you will see how much of this stuff is actually going to be behind her. It's fucking most of it. And yet I am still doing it. Why? Well, I don't know why. Dedication. Yeah, there's also that. And also because when you look at certain pictures, you can sort of tell when someone hasn't really done all the background stuff, and it is just, if you took the layer of the thing that's supposed to be covering it away, there would be nothing underneath. You can sometimes tell, and I don't want that to be like when there's supposed to be like someone's arm. That's, you can tell. Like if an arm's supposed to be going in a line, you can tell if you look at it. It's like if the arm has like gone like that and then it's jumped up slightly, like you didn't continue it. Just sending the images to the visor. Yes, please do. Please do, so I can put that in as accurately as possible. It's good for continuation. Yeah. I mean, thankfully, I have tutorials also on my PC in my art folders for how to do glowing effects. So I'm going to be adding that to the visor as well, because of what the protogen visor looks like. You're a completionist or just some small pride? Both. And it's extra practice, yeah. You're doing some guitar practice. What do you miss? Not much. Correcting some sketch bits, and talking about completion-y bits. Actually, I'm looking over this, and this is a bit too thin. So if I do that and then erase these little bits in here. There we are. Rather than doing this incredibly tidily for it being a sketch, but still. Okay. So your PC is running, I can feel it, and the cap lock slide is flashing, but the screen is not turning on. I wonder if I could put it onto my TV to be a screen. Yes, you can. You will need to connect it via a display port on the side of the laptop to the TV, but it will work. Well, nowadays it will be done via HDMI cable, but I do not know how old your laptop is, whether it still has those, or if you're going to need to find a VGA cable or a VGA to HDMI converter, but most likely it can do. See if you notice the screen then. Yeah. The screen and the battery are usually the first things that go on the laptop. On a laptop. Right, okay, so let's start lining. You do not know. I want to check. That is a lot thicker than the lid. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. I'm fairly certain also the Mari is about the same thickness. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta keep the thickness relative. Still too thick. Hey, the Hades song, Beyond These Walls. That screen refused to work with a PC because it's too old. Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see that happening. But hey, what's a little extra thickness between friends, right? There's no suck thing is too thick, how dare. Well, in fairness, seeing as in a situation with involving these two, that would be down to Lydia to decide whether it's too thick or not. I mean, you can't type. Oh, I know, Faye. I know you can't. Or screen casing on certain poorly designed laptops tends to crack in the seams, like when you wondered. Yeah, I've seen that happen. Who here can type? Nerds. I mean, I can type most of the time. And when Zero is here, she can type. Because Zero and I both know how to A, touch type, and B, type very quickly. That point, no regrets. Love the song, same. Like, I love a lot of Miracle of Sound songs. There are a few that I'm not so keen on, but for the majority, I do like them. Half my typos come from autocorrect fucking me over on mobile. In that situation, I'll be autocorrect. And we have HDMI, but laptop doesn't have HDMI on it. You'll have to look into what the display ports laptop does have, and you can get converters. You can get converters from whatever your laptop has to HDMI, and then that will work. You're a nerd. Yes. Yes, I am. Good point. Right. There's lewd eyes from Lydia. Lydia lewd eyes. Now once typoed fingers adds ginfers and sets that to giggle fit. Yeah, but didn't you also do the exact same thing with Abanan? It does have one that doesn't. Oh, excellent. So yeah. Well, so it will still work then. It doesn't matter if it's Nintendo or not. A HDMI cable is a HDMI cable. It will work. Oh yeah, no, I have that one sore spot underneath my left shoulder blade. Usually only get out of driving too long. Never mind. Yeah, I was about to say, Woodgren, didn't you just finish a 14-hour drive? That might be the reason why you've got soreness there. God, if only I knew how to use vectors. If only I knew how to use vector lines. Skoo has said they'd be happy to teach me, but it's more of an involved thing. They can't, they can't just say, "Oh yes, do X, Y, Z, done." It's more of an involved process, or more, it's one of those ones that's very difficult to explain via text. That's okay. Yeah, fun. Yeah. The longest road trip I've been on was going from Florida to Tennessee. That was not 14 hours, but it was quite a long one, and it was not fun. It was even worse for Callie because obviously she was the one driving. No, she drove so that we could go to a roleplay convention and have fun there. And I finally got to meet one of my siblings, so that was extra nice. That's how I first met Sharky in person. I mean, people know that Lex and Sharky are the same person. It's just, I prefer to call them by Sharky. Plugged it into my TV and the screen has turned back on. It came back from the dead. Hey, nice. So what that sounds to me like, DJ, is that for some reason your laptop display settings have changed themselves. You might need, like Foxx's did that a little while ago. Actually, you have to reset your display settings for some reason. But yeah, that sounds like what mostly is. They just have to try and get the HDMI. Oh yeah, this is why I try to mess with display stuff as little as possible, because it's usually in a very unreachable position. Gonna go eat lasagna, be right back. No problem at all, Shin. Thanks for coming as long as you did, and see you later. If you come back before I'm finished, then I will see you then. Sorry I have to go cook dinner. Your work is great, but I love the voice. No problem at all, N-Warp. Thanks for coming as long as you did, and I will see you later. So have a good dinner. Air fryer keeps cutting electricity out. It's time to put an air fryer update into the Protobat. It's a bit of hardware to install. Air frying denied, too powerful for you. Tasty. Don't know what your display settings are. So that is... So basically you'll have to, if you right click on your desktop, there should be something called display properties. And in there will be things about which display is the primary one. And telling it to detect and use certain ones. And that's what it sounds like you're going to need to do. The record for continuous drive is 22 hours due to a misplanned job in Norway. Was this tech fail Monday for people? It seems to be. I mean, the thing for me was I had tech fail Friday. So Friday after I... Was it Friday or was it Thursday? Actually, no, it was Thursday. After I finished streaming on Thursday was when Callie and I were talking about doing the stream collab that happened on Saturday. And so I was trying to log on to PlayStation to see the price, or if my remembrance that Mortal Kombat X was free on PlayStation Plus if you have a PS5. And I tried so hard to get my PS5 to work, it just wouldn't. It just came up with a black screen. It took me a while to fix, but essentially what I had to do was continually keep taking the HDMI cable out and in of the back of the PS5 until it worked. So yeah, basically what I was having to do was take something very long in and out the back until it came to life. And yes, there are people who would pay for that kind of treatment. Excuse me. I've also realised fairly recently that I am apparently in a very small percentage of artists. I like doing line work. I know so many artists who just hate line art. They just really don't like it at all. So I love it. Also, I'd rather be the air fryer breaking up the cooker as what we thought was air fryer free paste. This is very true. Something we do for free month. This is also true, yes. Now I'm just thinking, if the Protobat did get upgraded with the air fryer, where would it go? We've got the toaster extension in the top of the head, we have the microwave in the mouth, we have the grill in the chest plate. Tail, maybe? Lift up the tail at the base and then there's an air fryer in there? Would that work, Lydia, or would that interfere with the USB socket? You don't mind line art, you just can't do it. That's wholly fair. Line art is how I started. I started out doing line art. So my PC takes time to load, hasn't loaded yet. I'll plug it back into my TV. I was just getting ready to bit to my new PC by using Discord. Fair. Sketch is fine and consequence free. Line art stares me in the eyes and forces me to confront my failures. Yeah, true. Ass fryer. I'll fry that ass. Close the lid with a nice old smack. That's not too bad. That actually came out really nicely. Oh, there's the Skyrim song. It's just reminded me that I could have been doing Skyrim. Could have been doing Skyrim today instead of this. I think I made the better choice, actually. Definitely think I made the better choice of this. Yeah, it's an ASMR stream. So it seems we're coming closer to the end of the stream. I have to ask for people who are here and who have been here throughout most of it. I mean, I'm aware that a couple of people have, left to go off and do whatever and relating to dinner stuff. What do you all reckon of me continuing to do art streams in this style with the the soft ASMR style speaking? Because I will happily keep doing them this way if that is what people like. If not, then I will find a way of doing this a different way. Like, I don't know, I'll find a different position for my microphone so it's not in the way, so I can still do stuff. That went wonky. It started off nice, but it went really wonky after that. Actually, no, there's a problem. Works for you, Widgeon? Awesome. I wonder if it works for some other people, when they can actually get their brain to work, because apparently it is very distracting. Like Callie said that she was not expecting me to do this during one of the streams, and I said, "Oh, did this voice have a bit of effect?" Her reaction was, "You think?" Definitely not gonna have any complaints about that. A thumbs up from Lydia as well. Awesome. Best TV it is then. Fair. If it only works with the TV, then there's an issue with the display settings on your laptop. Because otherwise it should be working. Alright, that's not what I wanted. I can't say it trees anything here, but I can see why someone would have a reaction. Wholly fair. Whole. The next door is transphobic and against LGBT. Oh, fuck. I told her that's why your husband left you. You can't handle a dick. That's amazing, Jack. That's absolutely amazing. There's a good girl. You stand up to that transphobe. You do it, girl. It's a good girl. Murder. Of course, Fair's up for murder. Also, out of curiosity, how low bass-wise can you go with your voice? If you want to know how low I can go with my voice, okay, so it takes some preparation and warm-up to do. Ah, what a bitch. So if you ever want to know, there is a band called 6 Feet Under with death metal growls that he can do. That's pretty much my low range. I have to warm myself up to be able to do that. But I can get pretty low and growly. I mean, one of my roleplay characters, in fact, one of the ones that I had in the convention that Callie and I went to, my character was a dragon. Surprise, surprise. But the thing that I always characterized him as was he spoke with a very heavy growl. Like, almost, like, it sounded like at times all he was doing was growling, and it just happened to sound like words. So I was talking the entire time of those games with a voice full of growls. I'm going to skip this song because we've already heard it. Obviously, fair warning, it is death metal. So if you're not into death metal, then you won't find it as appealing. But you know, that is the low range of my voice. To know, to be able to growl like this. Obviously, I need to warm my voice up for that as well. But there's a small taster. The only thing I'm a professional at is sucking. Where that one come from, I do not know. I actually do not know. That might have been Control. That can't have been Control. Control was a lot earlier. See, sometimes you can actually look at the quote list and see the quotes around the particular ones, and it kind of gives you a hint. But yeah, that one I just couldn't. Bad news is not connecting to my PC to my TV. If I don't know how to get a hard drive out of your laptop. So out of your laptop would not go too well because everything is kind of fused in. What you would then have to do, which is an absolute pain in the arse, would be to get USB sticks or some form of external storage, and put all the stuff you want to keep onto that storage. Now, getting one that'll be large enough will be quite tricky, but you probably would have to look at getting a external hard drive at that point, which would be a bit of an investment, but probably would be your best option. Okay, that actually worked kind of well. I just need to clean up the overlap lines here a bit. I love this song, by the way. Also remains one of my favourite FromSoft games. One of. It and Dark Souls 3, I think, are my favourites. Although Sekiro is kind of up there, but Sekiro is up there on the combat side only. So let's see what this looks like if I remove the sketch. Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad at all. Almost sounds like the work application of a lazy vampire. I am, but hello, my name is Lad. I'm professional sucker. Yeah, we can't see the screen. So wait, it did work initially and now it stopped working. So you could get the hard drive out of the laptop, but it would mean literally ripping the laptop open. Ooh, yes. So that's the wings. That's just the tail. I've got to do the tail next. And then there is one thing I've got left to do on the on Lydia's side of the line art, and then everything will be ready to start colouring. So this is part of, that's the eraser. Stage laptop HP, I'm not known to do that. There. God, I love when a friend puts their foot in their mouth about people not showering. Like, dude, you know people have issues you might not be aware of, yeah? And there's issue comparing with sound, yeah, he's like, yeah. Yeah, that is bad. Oh, hell in the headspace. Yes, Dead Space. Welcome back, Shin. You return to give everyone a gift. The gift of terror. Fear the Shin. There's more complaint about the smell, but that's just as bad. Showering takes a lot of energy mentally. Not everyone can always do it at everyone can do it at the same frequency as others. It's also, you know, it's a very, very common symptom of depression, is that people just cannot find the energy required to take care of themselves. It's just one of those things. And the last thing someone needs is to be judged about it. You know, I can be scared when I know the world is ending. There's nothing I can do about it. Wow. There's the... I would say it's a defeatist attitude, Faye, but we all know that's actually also a very realist one. Oh god, that was a really bad line. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. I know I'm not straight, but fucking hell. At least I can try and draw straight. We need to go, but I'm going to leave the gay porn on when I'm gone. Nice, Jack. Nice. Thank you very much for coming in as long as you did. Coming. Have yourself a good rest of your day, and I shall see you next time. Say hello to E for me. Oh, yeah, so hello, E. Have fun enjoying watching the VOD. Some places can do basic stuff like data retrieval and instant repairs without being brand locked. Might mean no warranty if they mess things up, but still, in all honesty, with how old DJ's laptop is, I think it is already out of warranty. Wish someone took away my awareness. Yeah. Don't understand that. My reply won't show up on your Twitter feed. Quite possibly, I do follow you. Reject. Thanks for calling me out and making me feel even worse about it. Call Matt back. That actually turned out really well. I have the sketch layer now. Actually came out really well as well. Holy fuck, what the fuck is up with my lines? We're getting a new PC on Saturday, but yours isn't going with That sucks to hear, sorry DJ. Hopefully it can sort things out fairly soon. Lydia, I just got your DM, and all I will say is, as big as it can be, it's always a bigger size. Okay, so I've just seen another thing I just need to very quickly touch up. Oh my god, the context of that. You know, getting a DM from Lydia and looking at it and then immediately saying there's something I need to touch up. Oh my. I think the only thing I can say now is Lydia, assume the position. Oh god, I would say what the fuck is my brain, but I think we all know at this point in time that my brain is just always like this. Oh yeah, this is the Shadow of Mordor song, Shadow of the Ash. It's a pity. I really liked Shadow of Mordor. I think the issue I had with Shadow of Mordor was the fact that you did all the work. Well, for me, I did all the work in Mordor, did everything there was possible, progressed the story, and then got taken to another realm where I had to do all of that all over again, and just felt like it was copy and pasted. And I just didn't like it. And then Shadow of War, well, people saw when I streamed it. It was more of the same. Yeah, there was a lot of improvements, but the fact that Nemesis difficulty was the only way to make the game properly playable, but at the same time it was so fucking unfair, it just wasn't fun. But turn that away. We'll go on to this one and bring up this. Yeah, so Lydia, when I sent this over to you for your approval, and you sent back, your recommendations, I didn't put it on a notepad. I just very quickly scribbled it here, as you can see. All about the widening and the thickening. Who needs a notepad to take notes when you can just scribble something on? Also, the note of you and Lydia sharing a brain cell, I would say it's more like your brains are sharing a flat. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that, because the amount of times that Lydia and I say, think the same things is kind of scary. Right, okay. Now, because I'm actually working on, something that is not outrightly sketched, I need to bring up a reference. Luckily, I have just such that. Okay, let's okay, let's try this. I read the fixed floof lines as 6-foot lines. Good news, Lydia, you're getting something 6 foot long apparently. What the fuck? Okay, so let's look at widening this floof. Now, do I try using the floof tool, or do I just hand do it? I think I will just hand do it, because otherwise it's just going to go all the way over the place. Line art. Let's erase the previous floof lines there, just to make it thicker and wider, whilst keeping everything. The brain cells alone. To chat, you mean? Everyone shares in my lewdness. Everyone is welcome to as well. Thicker. Did I do it as 3? That seems a bit too thick itself. Did I do 2.5? It's 2. I did it as 2, so the floof lines are on 2 thickness. So they were here. So if I start the floof out here, how does that look, Lydia? Do you think that's good, or do you think there should be more floof on, towards the other side, or a bit more on this side? So you're putting your brain as the mobile hotspot? Yeah, pretty much. A bit more on the right. Will do. Now, I've certainly gone more into the chat lewd at times than I use. Yeah, you definitely have, Widgren. I've loved seeing it. It's just do that. Let's redo that. Not there we are. Things again. I went into just. Oh yeah, it's Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So maybe if I start off about there. Okay, so obviously I'm going to be cleaning up the floof itself to make it look more floofy and less jagged, but how's that looking for volume now, Lydia? A bit more, a bit less, about right? That's good. Awesome. Right, so what I will do then is to solidify that. Go deeper in and my brain. It wasn't even thinking anything lewd this time. It really wasn't. My brain just came up with, like, I know, how about this for an idea for the rest of the, for the final drawing? Head, just have, crumpets. A couple of crumpets popping out. I think that would, I honestly actually think that would ruin the whole feel of the theme, but still, fun. The song from what's the name of it? Wolf Among Us. You filthy Brits. Hey, it's well known in the chat that Lydia's head is, you know, perfect for toasting crumpets. And her mouth is amazing for microwaving food. The chest plate makes for a really good grill. And, you know, her USB slot and her power bank are very spacious and allowing. Among Us. Toaster mode on Discord. Yes, yes you do. He also made me one, which I absolutely love. I really love it. Especially seeing as mine was on fire and going, this is fine, but oh shit. And it was literally all spawned just from Lydia voicing the opinion that a lot of people say that protogens just have toasters for heads. It's like, so crumpets then. Shifted my weight and my entire spine went snap, crackle and pop. Oh, for cereal. Crispy. Okay, I've just located another piece of floof that's going to need to be put in. It's right here on the ear cusp. Ear cusp. Oh, that's it. No, it's not M. That's better. Yeah, that works. Cereal. Faye, have you eaten? Do I need to summon Jack? Wish my spine would do that. Sometimes, yeah, I wish it would too. Weird enough, for the most part, that floof actually looks okay. The only floof that doesn't look okay is these bits. These are messy as all fuck. The tail looks alright, but it's, you know, the joints don't look great. Well, not to me anyway. Good line, you'd never know. Well, if you're going to take that route, Faye, then I'm just going to send E after you regardless. Sure, there's some things I could do to your spine. I mean, at the same time, it's kind of how the floof is supposed to go. It's just, I don't know if I'm happy with it or not. It's you know, it's a really difficult thing because the way that, you know, there's a lot of other people do floof is they do it, you know, nice and big and rounded, and it just never seems to work right for me, because last time I did anything with floof like that, people thought it was feathers. So I'm kind of adverse to doing that. Sometimes I wish I could be put on a rack and just get my spine straight. Yeah, I know that feeling. Yeah. You'll make a sandwich. Good girl. I've said that entirely too much to too many different people this stream. But good. Go and get yourself some food, Faye. They're waiting short almost. Damn. Getting the full body one there, Woodrun. Jealous. Just going to clean up this floof a bit, see if I can get it looking a little bit better. Yeah, chiropractor. Fair. Well, that friend apologised and has deleted the tweet to message me with an apology. Okay, that's good. That's good. Glad to hear it, Torian. Do people recommend using a drive while my that will plug into the hard drive, plugged into a PC, then you can take the data off there, just need to find the right one. Yes. Chiropractor's going to be so sick of seeing my face once I get my hands on one. So I misread that. I read that, you know, once you get on your hands and knees, I was like, that's not how chiropractors work. If that's how your chiropractor works, Faye, then they're doing something else. I just hate how I can't enjoy a massage because I'm very ticklish. Yeah, I know. I know that. This is why I only stick to having shoulder massages. Because I've had people try to give me full body massages. Like, no, it tickles too much. I tried to I also saw I cannot remember the name of what it is, but basically one of the people who specialise on doing those, you know, proper foot massages tried to go with one of that. As soon as they touched me, I was like, no, can't, just can't. So I think I know why I don't like this knee, but everything else seems all right. Just actually, I don't like it either. It's because I realised I was rushing it and it got very spiky. And the references I've got of Lydia's Protogen, she's not spiky. Her floof is not spiky at all. It's not the spiky kind of floof. Although I did look up and my eyes just went completely level with the crotch plate. Realised I'm ticklish on my feet when I'm not sober. Fair. I'm exceptionally ticklish on my feet and I hate it. So I think if I take this and I erase this and make the floof a little, try to be a little less spiky with the floof, or at least, you know, with these protrusions here. Foot massages and men can be dangerous because you hit a certain nerve and it sends pain to the balls. I'm not even kidding. Weird random fact that no one actually needs to know about Malk. I have very little that sort of thing has never actually bothered me. Really? What nerve? Faye immediately asks, what nerve? Faye's got some scores to settle, apparently. Oh, that's kind of funny to me. It is kind of funny. Love to get one of those steam chairs with massage function, or at least give one a try. That would be really nice. Okay, so here's another one where the floof really needs repairing. Which is kind of fitting, you know, talking about a Protogen and, you know, talking about repair. Also, Lydia, you will probably laugh at this. I actually did have to Google at one point, are Protogens cyborgs, or is it just, you know, clothing type plating? But no, I got the response with, you know, they are actually cyborgs. You know, furry cyborgs. Cool. I like this. It's a good thread. It is. Don't get smart with me. I know a point to jab you on your foot and your balls will want to retreat in into your hips. Right, hello and welcome. Are we painting happy little trees yet? We're drawing a Lydia. And Lydia does apparently enjoy some wood. The thicker the better, apparently. So, yes. 40% cyborg. Yeah. Like, for some weird reason, part of me, like, I just could not think, I just think, sort of, you know, the visor, if the visor comes off, and I'm just thinking, like, if the visor comes off and there's just a normal furry head underneath, then I can just imagine that at one point someone else has gone, can I have a try and just take the visor and just shove it on their face? Like, ooh. Furborgs. I have one problem. I actually need to take my PC apart because then have the little thing take your house easier. Yeah. That's the problem when you start getting to those kind of things with PCs, is they tend to require disassembly. Drawing a Lydia, probably to post on Rule 34 site then. No, it's completely safe for work. Like, everything about this picture is safe for work, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it on Twitch. Well then. Lydia isn't always lewd. Can you remove a protogen's visor? Got me. Canonically, they would die, either from the loss of vital fluids from which held inside the visor, or from an injury which compromises the internal layer of nanites in the protogen. Aww. Well, that's just gone completely the opposite way. Because now it's like must protect. Must protect fragile friend. Fragile friend who's actually probably more hardy than Imari is, but still. It's like, if visor removed, death could occur, so his reaction is, must protect at all costs. It's like, I can take more of a beating than you can. Prove it. There we go. That looks better. That looks a lot better. Well, at least it does from this angle anyway. Let's zoom out to see how it looks. Looks a bit better. Here I am being an aspiring furry artist, and one of my big bugbears is doing fur. Some other facts about the visor is made out of nanites which enable the protogen to open its mouth to consume food. If the visor is damaged in any way, the nanites react in a way akin to an immune response in order to protect the internal layer of nanites inside. As a result, there may be cracks on the visor itself, but not on the internal layer. The internal layer is compromised, permanent damage and or death may occur. Jesus, that's dark. John Mulaney is a little bit transphobe and I don't want to like comedians again, damn it. Who the fuck is that? Hang on, let me see. Let me see who this is. How much can you take before an injury occurs is irrelevant. What is irrelevant is how small of an injury it takes to incapacitate you. Well, Cyborg, I'm pretty sure they're fairly hardy and hard to, you know, incapacitate. Milani. Who are you? Wait, isn't he the guy that's behind the meme of like not unless everyone else gets real cool real quick? That's him, isn't it? The one who's behind that the meme of, you know, not unless everyone else gets cool with a lot of things real quick. So I just saw a thing they stuck up to Dave Chappelle and Ampest. Yeah. So what happened was basically Dave Chappelle went on to John Mulaney's show, made a transphobic joke, and John Mulaney hugged him at the end of it. I was like, yeah, those two can go fuck themselves. Yeah. He should take his own advice, you know. Start becoming cool with a lot of things real fucking quick. The guy can, you know, go and get yeeted into the fucking sun then. Disgusting, incredibly disgusting. It's too thick. Sorry, Lydia. It's been too thick with you again. The tone change. Oh my. There's those who would transfer stuff. Luckily, my tolerance for BS is very high. It shouldn't be. You shouldn't tolerate it. Never ever tolerate intolerance. Okay, that looks better. That floof looks a lot better now. What do you think, Lydia? All the floof patches look okay to you and you're happy with that to proceed? All good with you. Awesome. Awesome. I think, I actually weirdly enough think, that's Lydia's line art pretty much done. Or, you know, is done. Means I can also erase this. Let's get a bigger erase from that. There's also a no phones event. The venue took anyone's phones and put them into pouches for pickup at the end. Oh. So basically, they're trying to do it, and so they can have deniability because there's no record of it. So you can't prove it's happened. Fucking bullshit. Oh, good song. Yeah, that looks to me like we have a protogen. Looks like we've got a protogen there. What I might do, Lydia. I'm sorry, Faye, I know that you're incensed, but you just shouting out fucking pussy just prompted my brain to say, well, yes, I do like doing that. But yes, cowardly. It is very fucking cowardly. Wholly agree with you. But what I was planning on doing, Lydia, was introducing, maybe moving the angle of the feet slightly so I can draw the space beans, because I like the space beans. And I would like an opportunity to draw them. It might mean I have to, you know, completely change how everything is angled, but, you know, beans. Oh, I've actually got it. Oh, I've got it. I know how I could do that. So I'm probably not going to be able to do much more on this, but I am going to quickly make myself a note. Open up the folder. Somehow stop fracking. Right, so Lydia, what my idea is here is, if I bring the appendages in, what if, because, you know, I want it's good God, that looks like a mess of line art. What if I move Imari's tail to be lower down here, and you've got your feet somewhat resting, like on your ankles on the tail, which will then change the angle and show off the space beans. How does that sound? Because currently what's going on is that Imari is sort of hugging her from behind with, or sorry, hugging you from behind with the wing, and also tail sort of hugging around the hip area, but I can quite easily move. You like, awesome. So yeah, that's the idea. Then I will move this part of the tail down further, lift your feet up a bit at a slightly different angle, show off the space beans, which I believe I also have a reference for. Beans are the same texture as the visor. I thought as much. Excellent. I will do my very best to get that texture in. If I can't get the texture over 1:1, then are you okay with me, you know, using brushes in this to get a starry effect on a spacey color background? Yeah, awesome. I will do my best to use the image that you've sent me, or at the very least pull from it. Yeah, I think with time, that is a good place to save. You were taking a very long time to save. Okay, good. And it seems like a really good idea to keep this song on just for the exit, because this is Cries of a Dead World, and this is the end credits theme for Wasteland 2. So, you know, credit sequence. So yeah, so this is so that is going to be the next project that I'm going to be doing on Art Streams, is finishing that off, because then that actually gets me around to doing this project. Because otherwise, I've been procrastinating on that quite a while. I think I sat down and actually worked on it 3, maybe 4 times properly. Because Mum's not down to take my PC apart to get the hard drive. Ooh, that sucks. It really does. Sorry to hear that. Right, I need to... there we go. Right, now I can talk properly again. Well, you know, I could talk properly again, or, you know, I could just continue doing this for the rest of the stream, which is only going to be a couple more minutes. You know, just get that little effect in there, right at the end. Right to the hilt. Knotted. Absolute donkey fuck. I have no idea where that came from. That's one of my random insults I throw at something. Some of this stuff there bothered me. Yeah. Sorry that. I hope that you can find a way to get it done, TJ. Vaginas are optional, but PP the tray. Oh, the quotes that come out of Final Fantasy 9. Of course, they did get to Final Fantasy 9 quote, yeah. I like your glowy hand. I don't know where that came from. I actually do not know where that came from. Like your glowy hand. No, I've got no idea. There we are. Closing the music down because that song's finished. But they can garrot in hell. I don't even know what that one's from. No, that is where I'm going to be finishing things for today. Thank you very much for coming along and for all your support. It's all greatly appreciated. Next stream from me is going to be tomorrow at 4 PM BST, which is going to be the... SCP stream. That's a point, actually. Give me 2 seconds. I want to check if the SCP database is actually up, because apparently they said they were going to be getting it up today. Let me just check. SCP wiki. Wiki dot. It's still down. Tweets from Wikidot themselves. Good news, everyone. After a busy weekend, we are going to bring Wikidot back online later today. We'll have to disable search and email notifications, but we'll keep working on restoring them too. Awesome. So, yes. So, obviously, I will check as well tomorrow before... we actually do the stream, but providing that everything goes according to plan, it will be the SCP stream tomorrow at 4 PM BST. If not, I will find something else to stream. I should probably actually go on Drakengard and at least work towards the weapons. Oh. Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of laundry and then get on that. Lord of the Dragon and peg it down sounds like something for Callie to do. The dragon is the one that fucks in this relationship. It's not the one that gets fucked. You come in with a quote, you know when it's a really bad game, when that quote comes up, I'd rather play Control. I can't remember what that was. That was probably Dark Souls 2. Knowing the age of that, was probably Dark Souls 2. Might have been, actually no, it might have been Mortal Shell. Actually could have quite been Mortal Shell. It's probably a Souls like I didn't agree with. That tends to be the ones where I compare my liking of them to liking of Control. Oh, God. Oh. Offhand. Oh, God. No, body, I don't want to nap. I don't want to nap now. I've got things I need to do. Ah. But yeah. So, hopefully it's going to be the SCP stream tomorrow at 4 p.m. BST. If not, I will find something else to stream in place of it. After that, on the evening, will be more Sleeping Dogs and probably the end of Sleeping Dogs, because I did look on a guide to see how many story missions I am away from the end, and it's like 4 or 5. So I think if there's no cop cases to do, which I don't think there are, because the end of that last one was basically, you've done all the everything. That's all the cases closed. Thank you very much for your help. So I think that's the end of the cop cases. So tomorrow night, I think we're going to be finishing Sleeping Dogs and then picking something else to to stream after that. Sleep, you coward, never. Or never sleep. Sleep is for the weak. And I'm not weak. See if I show up tomorrow. If not, have a good one. No problem at all, Widgren. So yeah, thank you all very much to everyone for coming along and for all your support. It's all greatly appreciated. And, doing a daytime art stream for once. And, special thank you again to Lydia for giving me permission to work on the project of her OC, OC/ Protosona on stream. Very much appreciating of that. But until next time, thank you again for coming along. There's no special shout outs, I just checked. And I hope you have yourselves a good rest of your day, a good evening, a good night, a good morning, or a good afternoon. Whatever the time is for you. Till next time, though, stay safe, stay amazing. See you later. Bye.